So as we were kind of prepping for this, there's a lot of great things that we wanted to talk about and ask. Both Lorianne and I both have a lot of questions, but why don't you introduce yourself? Let the world know here who's watching a little bit about your story and kind of how you got here. I'd love for you to explain that in your words.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'll start off by saying I have 4 kids, so pretty much everything I do is outside of that, right? So that's the main job. But how did I get where I am? I think like a lot of people, I went to college assuming that's the route you had to go to get a job and be fulfilled. And I did that for both undergrad and business school. But once I got into the working world, which included roles at Adobe and as well as Facebook, I found I just didn't like it whatsoever. And it was a weird feeling because I remember looking around one day and saying, look, I don't ever want my manager's job or that person's job or actually anyone's job here, including my own. And when you work at a tech company, there's this almost like you feel ungrateful for everything that you have and confused. But that's what led me to, in 2015, starting my own business where I more or less continued what I was doing as a corporate person, meaning digital marketing and offering that as an individual. But as time went by, I actually switched to doing biz dev for other people, other solopreneurs and entrepreneurs who want to monetize their knowledge primarily. And the benefit is I can just help them avoid all the mistakes I made and save them a lot of time, frustration, and help them make more money.
Oh, I love it.
I love that.
I want to dive into the mistakes already.
Yeah, Lorianne, go ahead, man. You can take lead.
I'm like always fascinated with, and just to hear you say, like in your corporate job, you looked around and was just like, I mean, like that's a lot of self-awareness, but and I'm always so fascinated by people's pathways, but to hear you say like, I want to help people, not make the mistakes that I made. I don't even know what question like to start with, but what's the biggest mistake that you help people with? Let's just start there.
Well, there's a few. I mean, a lot of people right now are thinking about pursuing a side hustle or becoming a solopreneur. The natural thought is, okay, whatever I'm doing at my 9 to 5 right now, I'm going to do that as an individual. But when you have the freedom to say, look, I don't have to keep on doing the same thing over and over again, because maybe for your 9 to 5, you do marketing, like all kinds of marketing. Maybe you only really like email marketing. Great, double down on that, right? And be really niche and be really focused. But I think we sometimes feel the urge to replicate what we've done internally before, as opposed to saying, well, let me just think about some other possibilities that I could do. And then from there, move forward. The other thing I would say is this. I spent a lot of time working in my business before I worked on my business. And by that, I mean just trying to get clients, right? Just saying, hey, here's this thing. Do you want to buy it? So on and so forth, as opposed to putting together the actions, tools, and mindset needed to be successful. So I know everyone says just get started, but yeah, you can get started building first before amplifying what you built. And that's the two of the major issues that I had.